I'm Mike from Rock and Load, and I've got the pleasure of talking to Dan and Travis from Atreyu. Thank you guys for talking to us.
Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having us.
Cool. You played the Lemmy stage,
yeah.
Which is the main stage, at 1:15 this afternoon. How did it go for you?
It was amazing. Great. It was amazing. Yeah, there was. We did the same stage, same slot about 5 years ago, and there's probably half as many people watching us then.
Yeah.
So getting to this time, like not knowing what to expect, and walking out on stage, all those people was like, oh my gosh, wow! It was very humbling. It just feels good to be back, you know.
Did you have any expectations before you arrived? Do you think maybe we'll get about 10,000 people, maybe?
Yeah, we just don't even really know. Especially we went on right after Beartooth, and they're just crushing right now. And we were like, wow, like that was a really good show. Like I hope ours is as good as theirs, you know. And we came out, then it was just, the people went all the way back, you know. So and they stayed the whole time. We're like, okay, they're still here.
Yeah. After the first few thousand people, it's hard to get your head around everybody behind them.
Yeah. You almost don't realize that they can hear you, that they even know that you're, you just see the people in the front. Whoever you can make eye contact with, those are the only people you seem to notice.
What's the biggest audience you've played to so far?
I think this might have been it.
We did some shows with Iron Maiden back in 2010 as well. 2008 as well. Whoops.
Or 2009.
Somewhere.
It was a while ago.
Yeah, we did some shows with Iron Maiden down in Mexico City and in Monterey, all down in Mexico, and those were pretty huge. But this is, questionably one of the biggest shows we've ever done.
Cool. So, obviously, Monsters of Rock, as when I was a kid, Monsters of Rock was the big thing. Was it the same for you guys when you were a kid? Was Donington up there as a pinnacle that you want to play at?
I remember hearing it as a kid, and the band for me was Metallica, and there was a lot of hoopla or press or whatever that Metallica's playing, Castle Donington, Monsters of Rock. So I remember as a kid thinking, wow, that must be a big deal, all the way across the pond in England.
So many big bands.
Right, yeah. Scorpions played it.
It was just it was the Monsters of Rock. There was just so many big bands on one bill, So for when you're younger and you're growing up, like you say, and you hear some of these bands you idolize on this thing, it's like, wow, it'd be so amazing. To play that, let alone even be able to get over to England to do something like this, So
here we
had
are.
to be here. It's very surreal.
Well, when I first saw Metallica, it was 1985. It was here, and they had the same slot on the bill that you guys had today.
Oh, wow. Future. Come on, we're next.
So 85. So 31 years later, that'll be you. You'll be in Metallica status.
We'll take it.
I'll wait that long.
Yeah,
we'll wait.
We will take it. We're patient.
You've just started a 14-date European tour. How's that gone so far?
It's been incredible.
Which countries are you looking forward to for the rest of the tour?
We're heading over to Slovenia tomorrow, which we've never been over there, so that'll be interesting for sure.
Yeah, I'd never heard of Slovenia until we were playing it. I was like, what is this place?
We could not point it out on a map for you if we had to.
Really couldn't. We really could not. It would take us a while.
Yeah, and then after that, we go to Budapest, I believe, right after that.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Budapest.
Beautiful place.
Everywhere. It's all been awesome. We were just in Austria yesterday at Nova Rock, and we had the whole crowd sit down and
doing on Facebook. You put the video on Facebook, didn't you?
The Viking rowing thing. We had never seen that before. They started off with 20 people, and they were just kind of doing it on their own. We're like, oh, that's kind of cool. What is that, So last song, our drummer Brandon just called the whole crowd and was like, that rowing thing, can you guys just all sit down and do that? You can kind of see people kind of looking around at each other and slowly just kind of sitting down. And then all of a sudden, song kicks in. It's just thousands of people rowing away like they're on a boat or something. It was amazing.
Cool.
Good time.
Talking to Brandon, obviously plays drums and sings. He's been doing lessons over in Europe.
Yeah.
How's that going for him?
I don't know. Has he given any lessons yet?
I don't think he's done it over. He's setting a few up.
Right.
He was doing them over in the U.S. as well, a little bit here and there. As well as Alex doing his tattooing. He's been tattooing a lot of fans and stuff like that. Will come out and get Atreyu tattoos from him, and it's just it's a whole nother. It just shows the next generation of the way the music culture is. Where bands, you can interact with them so much more personally, especially with social media and stuff. But to where you can get a drum lesson or a vocal lesson from Brandon or a tattoo from Alex, or I guess some guitar lessons from us if you really want. I don't know. Maybe we'll see.
You came back in 2015 with your album Long Live. before that, you had a 5-year hiatus, didn't you?
About 4 years almost.
4 years, was it? What did you guys do in that time? Did you just say, right, I just want to be away from the music scene, or did you do something else in that time?
We all just kind of did our own thing. Some of it involved music, some of it was just more like personal, like, you know, family stuff. Because we toured for so long that a lot of us had homes that we never lived in because we were out so much. So yeah, I mean, it was mostly just kind of like just to stop to take a breather, smell the roses, if you will. But it definitely did us a lot of good, for sure.
Yeah. And have you come back a stronger band?
I think so, yeah. Absolutely. I mean, we've learned a lot. I feel everything that we've done, from the producers we've worked with, from the tours that we've done, to the albums that we put out, to even the hiatus, like the collective effort of everything. We needed all of that to truly like know who we are, like not just as a band, but as individuals outside of the band. So I think that kind of we all feel like complete now, to where we know exactly what it is that we need to be doing, what we're good at, what we're not good at, and we're just a lot more focused now because of it. So
obviously you're 4 or 5 years older than before the hiatus. Do you feel that your fans have grown up with you, or have you found new fans as you've come back?
It's a little bit of both.
A little bit of both, yeah. I mean, you'll have a lot of the same old people that were like coming out forever, being like, oh, you know, I've been watching you for the past 15 years, whatever. We have some people that are like got into us right before we took a hiatus, so they never got a chance to see us. We've even had, like, we were doing some shows with Bullet for My Valentine. We had people that come up to us after the show and they're like, I came here to see Bullet for My Valentine. I've never even heard of your band before. You guys were amazing. That was incredible. I didn't even know you guys were playing. Like I can't wait till you guys come back. And it's interesting because we're the same genre as that, you know. We've been around longer than Bullet for My Valentine. So it was interesting. It's just interesting, like, seeing these young faces kind of, it gets so excited about this style of music that we've been doing for so long. And I feel to an extent like we've like kind of perfected the art of this style. Like, I mean, we were one of the bands that kind of first started doing it. And I don't know, like, we just have it down, you know. I mean, we go around watching other bands and kind of seeing where the bar is being held at, and kind of, all right, so that's what that band's doing. Oh, they're only going to do that? Like, all right, well, we know what to do.
What's next for Atreyu in 2016, 2017? Is there a new album next year? Or
we get back from this run. We have a couple weeks off, then we head out on the Warped Tour in the U.S. for about 2 weeks, and then we go to Australia in October. And I think we might do some touring after that. It's kind of up in the air, but yeah, hopefully sometime after the new year, or maybe before, start riding again.
Right. The Vans Warped Tour, you must have played on that previously.
Once, actually. Once in 2005 when our album The Curse came out. And honestly, it's probably one of the best Warped Tours in the past 20 years that they had. I mean, there was, and obviously because we were on it, but aside from that, it was you had Avenged Sevenfold, My Chemical Romance, Fall Out Boy, like Thrice, like all these bands were just like starting to break. Like, it was on their first big albums. All were on this tour at the same time. We were on our first biggest album. Avenged was, My Chem was, Fall Out Boy was. So it was, the energy at these shows was just like, you could feel something big happening. Like, you could feel the next wave of music like happening all at this event.
So you've been very much looking forward to this Vans Warped Tour as well.
Yeah, just to kind of get back in there again and I don't know, just see what the hype's like these days, you know?
Yeah, cool. Right, one last question because we have to wrap it up. We've just been given the nod.
Sure.
Hypothetically, you're on a festival bill of 5 bands. You can choose the bands that are playing. You're on right in the middle of the bill. You've got 2 bands before you, 2 bands to go on after you. Who would you choose?
Scorpions would be on there. I'm going to put Van Halen on there.
I'll put Metallica on there.
Yeah.
2 more.
1 more, but you can have 2. You can make it a 6-band bill.
We'll throw Queen on there as well.
Yeah.
They'll come back from the dead and do this for us.
Let's just have the classics.
Yeah.
And Def Leppard. And Def Leppard too.
Yeah, with you headlining. We'll get you as the headliner.
Yeah, we'll headline. Hopefully people stick around.
We might let them play.
Yeah. All they get though is towels and beer and water. That's it though. No hospitality.
Right, guys, on that note, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure talking to you both.
Cheers, man.
We'll see you soon. Cheers, guys.